Shalom, everyone. Welcome to another episode of My Take with Rosh Ya'acob. Thank you for being here with us this Thursday night. This is our Rules of Engagement night where we deal with relationship and family situations and how we should be as a Hebraic community trying to build up our homes and get everything together. So I thank you guys for being here with me tonight. For that, if you don't know who I am by now, I just want to let you know that my name is Rosh Ya'acob ben Abraham. I am the Rabbi at Gethsemane Spiritual Temple Congregation, and on this channel we discuss all type of different topics that's happening in the community, and it's all has one common denominator, which is the Torah. We try to get it all from a Torah perspective. And this is one of those shows that's family oriented. It's dealing with building up the family. And I appreciate you guys for being here with me. We're going to jump right into it. Want to give a shout out to Simply Gorgeous Glow that's in the building. Got all the different products that you might need and you might want. She got a special. I showed all the other things. I haven't showed this enough. This is the beard oil, the royal beard oil. It's very, very essential for you. All of it is straight natural. It really got a nice fragrance to it. Real earthy. If you like a jojoba oil, if you like tea tree oils, you want to love it. It got all the natural, nothing synthetic in it at all. So check out her. She got all kind of things for y'all in the description below. I said one day, until she get a commercial, one day I'm just going to pull up her website so I can show you all what she has. Because I'm going in trying to explain to you guys. But it's all down in the description. So all you guys got to do is look in the description. Boom. You will see it all for yourself. And of course, I got the AOC in the building. Brother Alex with another nice shirt. You see, he got all these nice slick shirts for you guys. You got the shirts for the fans of the Oreos or the Ravens. He got shirts that's just inspirational, like this shirt I'm wearing now. It just make you feel like you just can soar. And it's a nice style. So you want to check out his information. Also got all his stuff in the description below. And he also has a nice commercial for you to check out. So here we go with Brother Alex, the Art of Clothing. Yep. So, thank you guys again. If it's your first time on this channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe if it's your first time on this channel. If it's your second or third time, please like and share. We do all this to build up the algorithm so we can get this Torah knowledge spread out there. Because we all about building up the nationhood of Yisrael. We're all about building our people up and getting us up to par where we should be. Anaku Yisrael, Ani Yisrael, I'm Yisrael. That is our goal to build that up. So I thank you all for being here with us and going through this with us and all this stuff. Greatly appreciate you all. This is what I let you guys see what we're working with tonight. All right, so on tonight's show, rules of engagement, and we dealing with the Father's love, right? That's our focus. For our rules of engagement show, I try to get a lot of videos together that get sent to me. So some of y'all that's watching, y'all know which ones y'all sent. I told y'all I was going to get to it. I got a lot of videos, but I said, you know what? They sent these special ones to me. And I said, I want to address all of them. So that's where we went all out. As you see, Alana, I always mess up her name. Ayalana Zavant, right? Vazant. Ayalana Vazant. I'm sorry, sis, I messed your name. I'm butchering your name. Ayalana Vazant. Beautiful sister. She has a lot of wisdom and understanding. And for those of y'all that ever seen her show, it's called Fix My Life. I'm not even sure if that show still comes on. Does it still come on? Let me know in the comments. I'm not even sure if it still comes on, but she had a lot of episodes from that show, and it's stuff still floating through the internet. And one of my close brothers sent this to me, and he was like, "Wow, how did I miss this episode?" And I was like, "You know what? I got you. We're going to talk about this because this is something that we see happening a lot in our community. And we want to get to the bottom of it and get this straight." So we going to jump right into this with this show tonight. I got a lot of stuff leading up to this. So this is our main event that we're leading up to, where we're going to have her, and she's dealing with a father's love, right? And that's our theme for the night. A father's love for his children, right? Because you don't see that a lot, right? They make us feel like black fathers don't really care about their kids. You know what I mean? And as a pastor of our congregation would say, he's vehemently against that, because that is not the case. Especially with those of us at our congregation, we love and cherish our children. But it's always this negative stereotype that's put out there about black men, about FBA ADOS. Even when y'all see, if y'all go back and look at the case that I talked about on Tuesday's show, on our new show, every Tuesday now we got a new show called Criminal Justice. New show called Criminal Justice. For the My Take world. And on Tuesdays, we talk about criminal justice and cases like that. And I was talking about breaking the stereotypes, where we was looking at Carmelo Anthony, and the stereotype about him was he was raised by a single black mother, was no male role models. That's a stereotype that was going on, and the whole time it was wrong. He was raised by a mother and father. His father was very much active in his life, and this young man had 2 jobs and was an A student. Right? But if you just listen to the rumor mill, they go by the stereotypical stuff. And that's the sad thing about it, where they make this stereotype like black men don't love their children. And that's what we're going to get into tonight. So this is a very, very emotional point with me. But this is what we're going to go into tonight, because I really want us to see this, right? I really want us to talk about this. And I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about this, because I'm telling you, the rumors are false. Black men do care about their children, right? But that's the idea that they try to perpetuate. Oh, black men don't really care about their children, right? Now, I'm going to start off like as I normally do. I try to start off with some stuff that's funny. So this is something that I liked, that I felt was amusing. So I'm going to start off right here. And this is the person who shared this has a channel called Soul Stories, where they try to find different stories or skits that's floating around the internet, and they got it all on their channel. It's called Soul Stories. I got their description and a link if you want to check them out. But this story comes from Kanigra. She is a funny comedian, really funny comedian. And I remember when she first put this skit together. Really funny comedian. I'm trying to think. Is she from DC? I'm not sure. But she's really talented. Been following her for years. And she's really talented sister. I watched her from when she first started off just doing basic things. And then she got into big skits. And I think she's doing even bigger things now. So big up to our sister Kanigra. And this post is from her. But again, this channel is sharing it. And we're going to go ahead and get into it now. Make sure the volume is up. All right. Let me turn the volume up over here, because sometimes my volume is too low. There we go.
Look, girl, I am not your daddy.
All right, so now we see how this started off, right? All right, muted it.
Look, girl, I am not your daddy.
All right, so it muted itself. I was trying to get y'all to hear how it started off, but she says, "Daddy!" And he like, "Little girl, I'm not your daddy," right? Now, what this was making light of is how a lot of times women will have your child, don't tell you nothing about the child, then pop up with the child, and then say, "Oh, this your child," or whatever, or the child finds you, and you sitting back thinking, "That's not my child." But the whole time, it very well could be your child. And this is what Kanigra is trying to bring forth with this skit right here. She's trying to find some humor with this right here. So we're going to keep going forward with it. So we see what he said, right? He says, "I'm not your daddy," right? So let's keep going.
Yes, you are.
No, I ain't.
So you call my mama a liar?
I guess so.
This little girl still at the door?
Yeah.
Is she your child?
No.
Mama.
Now, this is the thing that's going on. Now, I don't know how long he's supposed to be with Kanigra. But she's upset because she like, "Is this your child?" Like she's calculating, did he cheat on her to have this child? Because I'm thinking, hopefully it's not the other way around where somebody gets mad at you for being involved with somebody before you was with them, right? Because we see that happen too, right? Somebody get mad at you because they feel as though, you should have just only been with them, even though they may have been with other people, right? Now, Torah-wise, as is the case. Torah-wise, that is the case. He should have just been with you. You should have just been with him. That should have been it. As far as when they get into sexual relations, right? That's the case. I know a lot of people don't like that, like to hear it. Don't want to hear that, especially when we had our brother Yada saying that people got mad with Yada for saying it, but that's the case. that part of your life is for marriage, right? It's not just for you to experiment with this chick, experiment with that chick, and then now you got all these sisters that's messed up. Dudes talking about, oh, you been with this person, that person, I don't want you. When y'all all shopping around. So, but I digress.
I'm at my daddy's house and he calling me a liar and acting like he don't even know who I am. And his baby mama, she look ugly. And they got no baby. His baby mama, she need to get her hair redid because that girl, her hair is not pretty at all. Everything of her is raggedy, so she need to go do something with herself. Okay, see you when you get hair. Bye, love you.
Let me say something. Ain't nothing bragging about me.
She coming out? Well, good. The sooner she get here, the sooner she can leave.
Your mama need to come on because I'm tired of you being at my doorstep. She better not be your baby.
Lucy said, she better not be your baby. So I'm thinking because she is young, that she's assuming that he stepped out on her and had this child. You know, I'm thinking that's what's happening right now. And she like, look, she better not be your baby. You heard what she said? She better not be your baby, right? So now, some brothers will find out how dare she act this way, that way, right? But if the brother stepped out on her, how you expect her to act, huh? Really, how you expect her to act? If the brother stepped out on her, how you expect her to act? I don't know. But this was funny to me. Watch this.
Wait a minute. Liz?
Reggie? Oh, Kanikra.
That's your daughter?
Yeah, this is my kid. Babe, why would you think this is your daddy?
Because you told me this was my daddy. It says, love daddy.
This is my picture. It was a long time ago. You know, when we were younger.
See? So now he finds out that this was all a mistake of the child. So it's still a bad situation because the child don't know who her father is. So she's at a random person's house thinking that that's her father, and the whole time it's not. So it sort of is a bad thing with that, right? So this makes black men look bad to a degree. But again, we don't know if the real father even knows that Liz had a baby, right? But luckily for our brother, because Canigra probably was going to hurt him, luckily for him, he didn't step out on her and cheat with this girl. And a girl made sure she made it clear that was a long, long time ago. So probably when they was teenagers, right? That was a long, long time ago. And when I wrote daddy on that picture, I didn't write daddy meaning your father. That daddy meant something different. Daddy meant something different on this picture. Daddy ain't mean what you think it mean, little shorty. Daddy meant something different, right? So let's go. Let's keep going.
It meant something else.
You used to talk to her?
Back in the day.
Oh, so y'all two had something.
You know, it's nice to see you.
Hey.
It is nice to see you.
See, look, he married. It is nice to see him. I'm the wife. That's what she said. Yeah, it's nice to see him. She let the chick know. Cause she like, how y'all end up here? That's another thing we gotta think about. I know it's a skit and they did it this way, but I'm just gonna analyze it like the little girl didn't tell her where she was at. She just said, I'm at my daddy's house. He acting like he don't know me. Then she said, you told me this my daddy. Right? That's what the little girl says. Now she sees him. He realizes her. He like, oh, it's you? And now she like smiling and talking about how you been. And Canigra's letting her know he married. That's how he been. He's married and move and get on. Whatever you was plotting or planning is not going to happen. Because that could have been a situation too. I know you might think I'm reading too much into it. You might think you read too much into this, but think about it. That's the first thing popped in my mind. I just got one of those minds, right? I'm like, how does she know where the little girl was at? All she said was with my daddy, and then she shows up. And then it's this reunited moment. And Canigra's not having none of it. So I got the baby in my arm. I got the ring on my finger. Whatever you plot, and it's too late, chick. Keep it moving, right? She's not playing no games at all.
Ain't it? Family. Tell them.
Yeah, this is my family.
Family. Now take your child on, because this is family. This is family.
This is family. Take your child on. This is family. This is family. You know, so she letting me know you're not going to disturb my family, right? But she got a husband. He there with her. They got their child. And sometimes that can happen. You can have a situation where you a husband, you got a child, and some woman somewhere plotting, trying to figure out how she going to get you away from that. And you can easily get caught up and be weak with it. But Canigra's like, no, this family. Get on. Get on. I don't know what you was plotting or planning to do, but get out of here. Because this my family you messing with right now. And I'm not playing with you. Canigra is not playing with her.
High school, huh?
Daddy!
She said, high school, huh? All right, so that was our first clip we was gonna look at, right? All right, just dealing with that. We gotta know the ins and outs is different situation. Every choice you make matters, right? Even when choosing to have a relationship with someone, all that stuff matters. But again, in all these circles, like I told you, they always try to make the black man look bad. Now, when Canigra's, the brother would stand up. That was somebody from high school. This somebody he knew back in the day. She was a little watchful of it, but she let the chick know this family and said, let her know. He like, it's my family. And hopefully that put an end to that. Right? Even though it said part 1, so I don't know what's going to happen with part 2. You know, but if you want to find out more, I got the description for the video down in the link. I mean, the link for the video down in the description. I said that joint backwards. All right, so here we go with our next clip. This one is dealing with a movie that a brother was making, and this clip was kind of interesting, and I felt like it was interesting because of what it's going to have displayed in the clip. So I want you to really check this out. So let's hit this.
You just want me to kill our baby?
Or be a single mama?
All right, so she lets him know she's pregnant. Again, if they not married, which it don't seem like they are, I don't know, it could be married. But he said, the way he said single mom, I don't know if he meant he gonna get a divorce or they wasn't never married in the first place. So I'm assuming they wasn't married in the first place. That's what I'm assuming, right? And I think the name of this film is a trailer for a film called Hurt People, right? Hurt people, right? It's a saying that we always say in the hood. You know, we say that hurt people, right? So here we got the young lady just told the man she's pregnant and he's telling her to get an abortion. And she says, so you want me to kill our baby? Right? You want me to terminate our child? And he says, unless you want to be a single mother, I don't got time for that. Let's rewind it back.
You just want me to kill our baby?
Or be a single mama? Shit, I ain't ready for none of that.
Wait, Chris. You just want me to kill our baby?
Or be a...
So, this is another stigma that's put out there about the brothers saying that this is how different brothers are. Now, it is some brothers out here like that. I'm not even going to try to front. There's brothers out here like that. We might know some brothers that's like this, that feel like they would rather talk the woman into getting an abortion than raising their child. Yeah, and maybe it's because of the woman. Maybe he just don't want to have a baby by her. Because a lot of times you see that where the guy tell a woman he not ready for a child, she get the abortion, they end up breaking up after that because she can't live with herself and what she went through. And then a couple of years later, you see him chilling with a new woman, talking about this my wife, and then they got a child on the way and he rubbing on her stomach. And the woman sit there and think, dang, just a couple of years ago, you had me terminate my pregnancy, but now you with this chick and you rubbing on her stomach happy that she pregnant. So this is a bad situation when it come to our community. Because you probably do have some brothers that's like this. If you create a child act, I don't care what Margaret Singer, what Planned Parenthood, what the Right to Choose or any of those other people tell you, right? That child is living. Just like she said. That's why she said, you want me to get rid of our baby? You really want me to do that? That's what you telling me to do? That's a life, Ak. That's a life. And you say get rid of the life like it's nothing. We see this in a lot of pictures, and they do try to make it like this is how young brothers are. A lot of brothers aren't like that, though. I know a lot of brothers who had sisters that got pregnant, and they wanted them to keep the child. And the sisters took it upon themselves to terminate. It wasn't the brothers encouraging them, but they took it upon themselves. That's why I said, so it's two sides to every issue, right? But unfortunately, the way Hollywood and a lot of people play it, they always try to make it look like it's the black man don't really want to be no daddy, and this is the problem. And they put it out there like that. Even when the stuff was going on with Trayvon and other things back in the day, and we was talking about trying to get our then President Obama to help out in the black community, and he gave this speech about black fathers being in a home with their children and so forth and so on, being fathers, and it was just like, what are you talking about? So this is just a situation that's been perpetuated. Yes, I know that it's a definite real thing because, you know, I came from a situation like that. Right? So I know it's a real thing of not having a father there to help you grow. And you like, where this dude at? And you never seen the dude. You don't know nothing about the dude. So forth and so on. I know I understand that very well because I was a product of that, right? So I'm going to keep it real with you. So me and other brothers who went through that, we decided we not going to be like them dudes. We decided we not going to be like that dude. Right? We going to be there for our kids. So some people might say, okay, well, why the brothers aren't there for their kids then? You say the brothers that made their mind up, they're going to be there for their kids and so forth and so on. So why aren't they there for their kids? Because a lot of times, the mom does certain things for whatever reasons, to bridge that wall between you and your children. And it's a very, very terrible and wrong thing to happen. Now you might be like, huh? Well, let's watch this. I'm going to show you this one. This is our next clip. Now watch this. So now, this real father came over because he wanted to spend some time with his child. Right? It was his son's birthday. He came over to get his son for his birthday. They saying you ain't been here in so long, this, that, and the other. If he's stepping up to do what he's supposed to do, let him do it. If he's stepping up to be in his child's life, let him do it. Why are you interfering? Why are you trying to stop that connection? Why? Why do you got to be a part of the conversation? Why do he got to settle certain things with you before he can deal with his child? Why? Let's think about this. Here it is, the man trying to be there with his child, and you want to bring up old stuff that don't got nothing to do with anything and say you're not going to be with him, you're not going to be with him, and then the one dude you're going to see on here is out of pocket because that was none of his business. That was none of his business, right? But he's going to step into it. So we about that. I just wanted to prep you for what you about to see. So watch this. As far as I know, this is real.
He's providing.
It's my son now.
Okay?
This is my son now. You ain't been here.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
You ain't.
Now imagine that. Somebody tell you that your son is now their son. In front of his son. Think about this. Now I say this is disrespect to a whole other level. If you got a problem with the other parent, and it's why I divorced, because they said that they was divorced, or this could even be in a situation where it's just your children's mother, right? And y'all wasn't married. And y'all did some stuff outside of marriage that you wasn't supposed to do. And you now have these children. And you trying to deal with this situation. If she has a problem with you, the thing to do, ladies, is say, okay, he trying to come here to be in his child's life. Stuff he did to me in the past, unless he was beating the hell out you, that's in the past. He ain't been here. Okay, he's here now. He's here now. His son knows who he is. And for this dude to step in, talk about this my son now, and he not going with you, is crazy to me. He's overstepping his bounds as a stepfather. You can't do that. As a stepfather, if you're going to play the stepfather role, you got to know your bounds. You got to say, okay, this is not my child. I'm going to do all the stuff I can do for this child. I'm going to make sure this child good, so forth and so on. But I'm not going to step outside of my bounds with this child. I'm not going to do it. Right? I'm going to stay within my bounds with this child. I'm going to be there for it. I'm going to help to nurture this child, help this child to grow. But at the end of the day, I know that's their daddy. And I got to respect that. That's their daddy. I gotta respect that. Right? And once you know that and you carry that to that degree, then you have that. But watch what happens. I'm going to rewind it back to him saying, this my son now. Hey, what are you doing,
This is my son now. You ain't been here.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
You ain't been here. This is my son now. Come on, Keisha.
You really make yourself look bad right now. You making yourself look bad right now.
Nigga, you got a nigga that look bad about my son. You doing, bro, hold on. Bro, you doing it in front of your son. But you doing this in front of him, though. Come holler at me.
Now, he telling you doing this in front of your son, though. Y'all started it in front of his son. What are you talking about? He show up, it's his son's birthday. Unless y'all say, look, we got a party already for him. We can't just let you take him because we already got a party and everything set up for him. Let's set up a date for you to come back and get him. Come get him tomorrow. Come get him this day or that day. If you don't want him to be at the party, just say, come back this day or that day to get your child right. Give him some kind of leeway with that. But just tell him get out of here and talk crazy to him is crazy work. This is crazy work. So now he tried to talk to the man on the side because the guy is talking real crazy. The guy talking crazy.
Come holler at you about what? What's up? What's up? Bro, hey, King.
So he calling his son. But of course, the son gonna listen to the mom because that's where he at. And that's the thing with the children, right? That's even when we say that biblically, right, with Ezra, right? If you look at the book of Ezra, it tells you that the child belongs to the mother. Now, you might be like, no, the child belongs to me. Yeah, it belongs to you too. Not taking that away. But it show you the idea of whatever the mother is, the child is. That's biblical. Whatever the mother is, the child is. We see this in this dynamic right here. Here this brother trying his best to deal with this situation. He's trying his best to deal with this situation. And it's a losing battle. The woman yelling at him, cussing. The guy keep talking reckless to him. And he's trying to ignore both of them and just call out to his child. But the child know, I gotta live here. I can't just roll with you. And then if he ain't been there in a minute, that make it even harder. So if they already got something planned for the child to do, then I can see him saying, okay, y'all already had something planned for my son to do. Let me get him tomorrow. They just like, go. Period. Go. Don't know. Just go.
Nigga, you ain't been here. What you mean? Who the bitch ass? You ain't been here.
You tripping. You coming up here after how long?
You ain't even picking the
phone up. I'm trying to talk to my
son.
So he says, you ain't even picking the phone up. I'm trying to call and talk to my son. So evidently, he got the people there to record it so he can have proof of him trying to come and get his child and they being against it, trying to stop it. So he said, look, I've been calling on the phone. Trying to talk to my son. You won't even let me talk to him. You got situations like that where the mom takes control and stops you from even being in the child's life. Where you could be a father that wants to be there, but don't got the money or whatever at the time. And then you try to reach back out to the child and the mom is there to play a buffer between you and the child. and it make the child not like you or respect you. That's what's happening right now. The little boy don't know what to do. He's sitting there, he tried to say, at least he does see his father fighting for him, but he has a mother saying, no, you ain't been here. He see the stepfather saying, no, you ain't been here. And now he's just sitting back like, what the hell is going on here? But you teaching a child to disrespect his father. You teach him to disrespect him. But this is crazy to me. This is crazy work right here. Now watch this.
Happy birthday. He barely remembers you.
Hey, he said, what's up?
She said he barely remember you. Why? Why is it that way? It's two sides to every story. The brother say he calling all you blocking his calls. Is he just some deadbeat? But if he just a deadbeat, why he fighting so hard to get his son? It's almost like he said, enough is enough. I'm going to go see my boy. It's his birthday. I'm going to go see my boy. I don't care how much she not answering the phone, ignoring, but I'm going to go see my boy. And now he's there, and all this is breaking out. Hopefully his son sees that dad did want to come see me. But I'm telling you, once he left, they had crazy conversations about him in front of the child, to the child, indoctrinating the child with venomous things to say to his father. So when he finally does get of age, and they can't be the buffer, he finally does get of age and can talk to his father. Now all the venom that the mom has placed in their head is going to come out that child's mouth. And the dad going to just have to sit there and be like, dang, really? This is what's happening? This is what's happening right now? This is what's going on?
God, you not taking king out of here. I promise you that.
You're not doing it to him. You're not doing it to him. Leave. Leave. Leave.
Tripping, boy.
Leave.
See, they told him go inside. Shorty went right inside. The stepfather is doing too much. Like, he doing too much. He is doing too much. He doing too much.
Hey, that boy know who been here. That boy know who been here for him, and you ain't been here for him.
Leave.
Hey, you call him all you want, he ain't coming out here.
Wait, come on. Hey,
No,
he ain't coming out here.
You making this worse.
Boy, you tripping,
He
boy.
ain't coming
My
out here.
son's birthday, boy, for real, boy.
Talk later.
Hey, boy.
That's
And she said, we talk later. Oh, y'all really gonna talk later? Or when he called, you gonna fuss and tell him, why should I? Because you wasn't here, you ain't do this, you ain't do that, this, that, other. When the man wanna be the man and raising his child, he wanna be in that child's life. Let him be in that child's life. Don't interfere. Don't get in the way of that. This is all the way around wrong. And that stepfather is wrong.
my son now. Go back to wherever you was at.
For real.
Go back to wherever you was at. Every time you come over here with this, go back to where you was at. Go back to where you was at.
You not really doing this shit on my son's birthday. Huh? Baby, who you talking to, both ways?
Nah.
You talking to both ways?
Nah, she talking to me. She talking.
Then, I don't know what, then he started calling her, well, she said baby, but she talking to the stepfather, and then he gonna say, who you talking to me? So now he's making me confused with the whole thing, because I'm saying the whole situation is topsy-turvy, and the child is collateral damage. And then that child gonna grow up in this dysfunction and cause more dysfunction, or just not gonna be able to socialize at all. This was wrong. This could have been handled in a different way. All the tough aggressiveness could say, look, man, we got a party planned today. We gonna set it up. Come back another day. You come back another day, we gonna let you get them. But none of this is happening. None of this is happening at all.
Talking to me, she's not your baby no more. She's not your baby no more, and King not your baby no more. I got both of your babies now. I got both of your babies now. I got both of your babies now, nigga.
You know I got the bread, boy. Boy, you know I got the bread, boy.
We're not doing
I'll
it.
expose it.
We're not doing it.
It's a bad situation, right? Real bad situation. I got it on this screen because I want us to see what the comments are saying to this. Because this whole thing is crazy. I wanted to show y'all this other video. I would just explain it to you because I don't want to use up too much time searching, trying to find it. But in the other video, there was a guy that was a stepfather. He's in a home with his children mother, and she got the children and everybody is going at him. And he's sitting there trying to plead with the older one that he knows is not going to just go along with the mother. The younger one, whatever the mother say, she going along with it. She lying, trying to say he hit her. He like, did I hit your mother? So he talking to the old one like, come on, did I hit her? Did I hit her? And the older one like looking, not wanting to say nothing, trying to look away because she knows mom lying right now. But the younger one like, yeah, you hit her. You hit her all in front of his camera, lying. He said, all right, say it with a straight face with her. I am, but she keep laughing. Say, why you keep laughing? She gonna say, well, you know, children laugh and stuff. I'm like, come on, girl. We know you lied right now. You are lying. and a brother just was going through all kind of stuff. You know, we might do another one on that because it was all about watching who you have kids by, right? But I want us to look at this. Look at what this says. It says, the boyfriend shouldn't be in his business. And I agree with James Richardson, right? The boyfriend shouldn't be in his business. It has nothing to do with him. And the mother is allowing him to tell the baby father that that's his kids now. That was crazy. It's like the boyfriend want some smoke. The boyfriend wants some problems. And the father tried his best to be cool. But it's like the boyfriend wants some problems. Look at what else it says. Do that to the wrong man and you'll be unalived. Yeah, right? But it's like he wanted to smoke. So he might got something on him. He wanted to smoke because he was kept stepping up to her like, what's up, huh? What? What's up? What's up? What's up? Like he was ready. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Like he was ready for any and everything. And dude just like, man, you know, trying to just look past him and talk to his child. Right? It's still his biological child, regardless of what he does or doesn't do. And that's the thing I'm trying to get y'all to see, and we got to get the sisters to see in these situations. If he's a deadbeat, no good father, guess what? The child going to realize that he's a deadbeat, no good father. You're not going to have to tell the child that. Trust me, I know. You're not going to have to tell that child he's a deadbeat father. The child going to be able to say, oh, yeah, you're not going to have to tell a child every day, oh, your daddy this, your daddy that, your daddy this, your daddy that. That shouldn't even be in your lingo to tell a child any of that. Because what you are doing is poisoning the child against its father. And then later, when a child is out of control and going crazy, then you're going to want the father to step in, but you done taught the child not to respect his father. So now when the father trying to tell the child something, the child going to cuss the father out, look at the father crazy, treat the father like he ain't nothing. Those are the things that happens. So sisters, y'all really got to watch this. This is really crazy, but I agree with Richardson. And here go Derek Lewis. He says, I'm a stepdad, and I would never do what this stepdad did. I would never let the mother of the child act like this either. Exactly. All of this is off the hook. Because guess what? If she doing this with him, oh, she gonna do it with you, buddy. You gotta learn that. A lot of times, us brothers feel like I'm a good dude. She wouldn't do that to me. I'm a good dude. She'll never do that to me. I can attest to you, if she treated her other children father crazy, she gonna treat you crazy. If she make it like he ain't jack, and you watching him come around trying to do whatever, she's going to do the same thing to you. She's going to do the same thing to you. All right, let's look at another comment. Let me see more comments. Oh, this is sister. Let me see what the woman has to say. Sad, does not matter if he's been there or not been there. He's trying to be there now. Now, who's saying this? See, this is what the brother be telling you. Hey, sisters, hey. That's for another show. But sisters, see, this make it look bad, sisters. Look at what she says. Look, this is Angelica. Angelica says, sad, does not matter if he's been there, has not been there. He's trying to be there now. He's trying to be there now, and you won't let him. If he wasn't there at first and he had an epiphany and he said, oh my goodness, I don't want my son to grow up this way. I got to be there for my son. Let him be there for his child. This brother says, that's so sad. The child has to see that. Exactly. Look how they acting in front of the child. It says, and a new boyfriend needs to stay in his lane because it has nothing to do with him. Ain't that what I just said? That ain't had nothing to do with him. The whole time I watch the video, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Dude, this don't got nothing to do with you, dude. He right there in the midst of all of it. And all he's doing is going by what she said. But trust me, if what goes around comes around was a person, here, see, if he have a child by and he's sitting there calling, she ignoring, and then she gonna be in the house telling all the kids your daddy's ain't nothing, and he come around and she wild him out, he gonna be like, dang, I might have been wrong to wild that brother out. She do me the same way. Let me see some more. Man, she trashed and would have crashed out. Yeah, she wanted to crash out. She was crashing out. This is sad. That man, the boyfriend, shouldn't have no rights to say anything. I hate to see when women use the child as a pawn. All right, let's see who's saying this. Let's see if the sisters can redeem themselves. Go ahead, sister. Yeah, sister right there with you, I see. Just say, using the child as a pawn, right? Legacy says, let me scroll it down. Legacy says, you don't never tell another man, that's my son now. Exactly. All right, but he wanted something to pop off in front of the boy. He wanted something to pop off in front of the son. Because he's saying is why he got his son in his arm. This is my son now. No one said we gotta fight or you gonna die, but about my son, y'all better know who the F y'all playing with exactly. You don't tell no dude that. Yo, what is happening right now? Hey, you don't tell no dude that. Right? John said, that boyfriend need to stay in his lane. Let his biological father see him. Yeah, what are you doing? Look at what Dominic said. Bruh talking that but if the real dad had the heat, then what that both of y'all did. Yeah, he gonna deal with you, right? So Dominic came hard for it, right? So those are different things that's happening, but I just want you to see that it's not just me. The consensus is, hey, this dude is out of pocket. The mom crashing out, the dude out of pocket. All that man wants to do is see his child. If y'all didn't have nothing for that child plant to do that day, and he want to see his child and take his child for his birthday, you done had that child all this time. You say he don't do nothing. He ain't trying to do nothing. Let him take his child. Let him take his child. That's all I got to say. All right, so now we're going to get into the meat of the story. Now we're going to get into Ayala Vazant. Ayala. Oh my goodness, so hard to pronounce her name. Miss Vazant. I'm going to just call it. Now we're going to get into Miss Vazant and to her thing, Fix My Life. And I'm going to let y'all just see this video, see how this starts off. Watch this.
I feel that my girls have been raped by their father.
Now, you heard this. She says, I feel that my girls been raped by their father, right? This is the worst of the worst. This is the lowest of the lowest. Here you have this man who wants to be in his child life. It's not even like the last situation. Here you got this man wanting to be in his child's life. And you are telling this child that the father did the most unspeakable, despicable thing to the child. And the father did none of those things. But you totally ruined. You know what I'm saying? Being vindictive. Sometimes children, mama, can be so vindictive. They'll spew some venom in a child's ear, and the child will be saying crazy stuff to you. You be sitting there like, the way you talking, I'm the worst person in the world. The way you're talking, I'm the worst person in the world. And she told a story that will make this like this man is the worst person in the world. Look at what she said. Now watch this. She said this since they was children. They grown, never had a real relationship with their father because of their mother poisoning this. Now watch what she says. Watch this part. Watch this.
I ain't never molested no child, let alone a child of mine.
I spent a lot of time trying to tell my sisters who my dad really was.
Did your father molest you?
I don't know.
Don't you move. Get her out of my face.
This family is infected. I got the results of your lie detector test.
And which is worse, knowing your father's a molester or that your mother's a liar?
And that's the thing, right? What's worse? Knowing your father is a molester or that your mother's a liar. What's worse? Knowing that your father is really this good guy and your mother been lying on him all your life. And then later you find out here, good guy. Hopefully, the father is as understanding as this brother that we about to see. Because we're going to go into this case. So look at what Miss Vazant says. She says, Yvonne raised her 3 daughters to believe that their father molested them when they was toddlers, a claim he vehemently denies. When a lie detector exposes the rot gut truth, will it set them free or destroy the family forever, right? And then we got all the people that's looking at this and everybody speaking on this. And they just talk about how powerful it was. And well, they talk about her and her TV show and all the stuff that she happening. Now, this is somebody speaking on, says, this was a messed up situation. I'm praying they find peace and healing. It was filmed right down from my house. I was wondering what was going on at that place. So she said she lived down the street from where they was filming this. And she was wondering what was going on at the time. And now that she know, she like, wow, this is crazy. Now this person, Madame Butterfly Swag, says, how do you get blood and popsicle stain mixed up? The test for the hospital did not confirm molestation. Come on, mama. Everybody realize she lied. She's lied. Watch this. I just want you to see. I just wanted y'all to see what happens when people lie. When people lie. When people make it like where the women will actually lie on you rather than let you see your child. So we're going to get right into this. Go over to our brothers AbaNPreach, because they did a reaction to this video. And this is the original clip that the brother sent me, was AbaNPreach. And I tried to do other stuff to build up to this point so we can see this. And I'm going over a little longer than I wanted to tonight, but I feel like this is something important that needs to be said.
Today's topic.
So we're going to jump right into this with AbaNPreach.
Today's topic.
Today we're going to clean up the infection. We're going to tell the truth. Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Yes, thank God.
So now you hear the daughters are happy because they want their father in their life. Think about this. This was so sad, right? They want their father in their life. Look at her. She's so happy to know her father never did nothing like that to her. You see her back there just smiling like daddy, right? They want to hear this news. The other one said, yes, thank God, right? He already knew he was going to pass the test because he knew he was telling the truth. But you got women so vindictive. Sisters, you can't be this. This was just evil. This was evil right here. This was just evil. This is that, you know, you got to watch who you have kids with, brothers. Watch who you have kids with. Watch who you have kids with. Watch this. Watch who you got. You got to watch it. Watch who you got kids with.
How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it.
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't speak it because?
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
That man right there, that's a strong brother, right? He calm. He not wilding out. He real calm. He just like, they already knew. Look at the mother face. Look at her face. No remorse, no nothing. Nothing. She's still like she angry and hateful. God, watch who you have kids with, brothers. Please listen to me. Pick your wife wisely and have children with your wife. Build a family. Remember with Kanika, she said, family, we family, we family. This is family. Build your family wisely. Because this was sad. Look at Yvonne.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
You have to be a pretty evil person.
Yes.
To not only keep your kids' father away from his kids with a lie, but to make up a lie this heinous that will destroy someone's reputation.
Yes.
Takes a very special kind of evil.
Yes.
Mistakes are made. People can mess things up. But when you lie and you maintain that lie for years and years and years while someone else suffers and you do nothing to change that, wow.
Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again?
Man, look what she said to him. She said, I'm going to make sure you never happy again. Now, she going to say, I ain't say that. I never said such a thing to him. Watch this.
Responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
So she knew. She lied.
Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story.
She doesn't feel bad at all.
No.
That's just my guess looking at her face.
So Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you was not true. So Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Watch this.
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
Listen to this dumbness. Why didn't you fight for them harder if you knew you didn't do it? What kind of dumb mess is this? That's what I'm talking about. People gaslight you. That's what you see happen on the other show we did last night with an AI dude trying to gaslight the people. Why y'all worry about me being AI? Worry about that 2,000-year-old man y'all worshiping. Why y'all worry about me being AI? Worry about that book that you can't prove is correct. What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with the other thing. You lied. You told a lie. You was wrong. You said that this man did something horrible, something despicable, something disgusting to his children to make sure that he could not be in their lives. You told him, I'm going to make sure you never happy again. This is what you said. And now you being confronted with it. Instead of you saying, I'm sorry, I should have never done that, and break down and beg for forgiveness, you say, why you didn't fight harder? Why didn't you fight harder? Are you serious right now? Why didn't you fight harder?
Told you. Told you. I asked you for that reason. Listen. This happens more than you think it does. I've seen women trying to get back at the man they had a relationship because they felt hurt through their children. I've seen this many times. Many times have I seen women getting even for the hurt that they received or they perceived in a relationship through the kids, not letting the kids see their father being extra difficult.
I feel everything that Abba is feeling right now. You see it in Abba's face. That's why I put the hood down. I feel it. How dare you do this? How dare you? How dare you? That's just like with the video we just saw. He got the woman, the daddy want to see his child, and you're there stopping him from seeing his child. He want to see his child, and you're there interfering with him seeing his child. You're there telling him no. You got the daggone stepfather telling him no. Being vindictive, using a child because you know he don't care about you, so you can't use nothing but you, but you know he care about this child, so I'm going to use the child to get to him. I know how to get to him. I'm going to use the child. If he really was this deadbeat guy that you want to try to portray him as being, he wouldn't even care about the child or care about you using the child. The mere fact that you know you can use the child against him is showing that you know that he cares about this child.
I've seen that. They weaponizing kids. I've seen that happen. I'm not even saying that there's not a time that there's bad people, bad men out there, but I've seen that with good people more than often because they just want to get back. They want to be vengeful. So they get this idea in the head of their kids that the man and the father is a horrible person.
Terrible. To place thoughts in your child's head. Thoughts that don't make sense. And the father sits there trying to plead for the child, and the child spews back false accusations made by the mother. And then when the mother finally has to face it, she sit there and try to flip the table back on you instead of taking responsibility for her actions.
And better yet, they feel betrayed when the kids actually try to have a relationship with the father. So they
then how dare you try to have a relationship with him? You want to have a relationship with him? They step in the middle of it. They do different things to try to make sure it don't happen. Crazy. Selfish and crazy. And narcissistic. Making it all about them. When it has nothing to do with them.
Trying to ruin that. I've seen that. Unfortunately, I've seen that too many times.
Me too. Me too, preach.
It didn't even matter where they were from. I've seen that numerous times, unfortunately. That's a common theme.
You know what's interesting watching that is how calm he is, but also how I know he must be angry.
There's nothing he could do.
When you are falsely accused and that hangs over you and people question your character for something, I know what that's like. I know how, even now, I think that's why I kind of like, because I flash back to when I got that angry. And I still get angry thinking about that time.
I'm with you.
The anger he must feel. And his must be exponentially worse because he was, in a way, made to look this way in front of his children, family, friends. Exactly. You know, for me, it was just a work situation. But goddamn, if it was my whole life, and to be accused of something even worse like that, your own kids as well, man, that's a hard one to watch.
Yeah.
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling?
I love Miss Vazant. See how Miss Vazant did that? What is it that he could have said that made you not believe the lie you made up? You made up the lie. So what could he say to make you not believe the lie that you made up? You know you lying. So what could he say to make you not believe your own lie? You are lying, ma'am. You're lying. What could he possibly have said to make you not believe your lie? What? No matter what he said, you're going to keep going on with your lie. He could prove this, he could prove that, he could say this, that, and other. You still going to go on with your lie. So what could he have said?
Miss Yvonne, you told the lie.
You told the lie.
It was a lie.
A lie.
And you told it.
You told it.
And you got to own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
And
make her own it. You told me he did all this bad stuff all my life. Now I need you to say that you were lying. I need you to say that he did not do those bad things that you told me he did. That he is not this bad person that you got me believing he is. So I could talk crazy and reckless to him and hate him. I want you to say it out your mouth, Mom. Say it out your mouth. Now watch this chick. Watch this. Watch her. She said, I want you to tell, watch this.
And the way she steps in, I'm for that. The apology needs to be as loud as the disrespect.
Exactly. But let's see if it's going to be as loud.
Because now it was just the lie detector that said it. No, I want you to say it.
You.
To him.
That's right. Look at her.
I apologize for accusing you of them. Please forgive me.
Man, if you don't get out of here with that rinky dink apology, I'm already not a fan of apologies in these kind of circumstances because nothing you can do can undo the hurt. I'm not forgiving the person who accused me. I want nothing to do with them. I don't wish them any ill. Stay away from me.
But this
was an insult. It's like you slapped him in the face again because you didn't really acknowledge his experience. You apologized because you had to.
You don't have to forgive him.
All of that, it's exactly what you said.
You don't have
it's the insult. He can't physically do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he does something physically, he loses as a man. Yeah. He loses everything. There's not going to be any forgiveness, nothing. Even though he was persecuted and said and lied to and his kids turns against him, there's nothing he can do.
How many times have we watched these kind of shows and the woman gets up and slaps the man?
Yeah!
Man, he can't. He knows he can't. That's just a.
He can't.
We know what it is.
Yeah. He can't do.
They right about that. This is where we get the double standard. A lot of brothers get mad about this part. Get mad about this double standard. We get the double standard. If it was a woman, she could have slapped her. How dare you? And all that. But he can't go over there and slap her because he a man. He's got to take it. He a man. But she damn sure was not sorry. That was the fakest apology ever. It looked like she smiled at the end of it. That was one of them moments that make you want to get up there. But I seen he like rubbed his hand together a little bit. I don't know, he probably was thinking like I could just wrap my hand around your throat. Seriously.
Nothing.
I cannot accept your apology because it's not sincere. Deep down, I know that you didn't believe that. You knew I had no sexual desires for my children. For 25 years, this thing has broken me. You don't know. It has affected my life in ways I can't even count.
That's crazy.
The things that you did.
Look at his children.
This is not no game. This is these children's lives.
Yes.
And it's just a demon in you that you need to deal with.
People are entitled to mistakes, like I said earlier. But you keeping up a lie for this long while someone else is suffering,
He said that right. He said it's a demon in you. I'm gonna rewind that back. He said it's a demon in you. He said you playing with these children lives you doing. It's a demon in you. It's a demon in you.
I can't even count the things that you did. This is not no game.
It's not no game.
This is these children's lives.
Yes.
And it's just a demon in you that you need to deal with.
People are entitled to mistakes, like I said earlier. But you keeping up a lie for this long while someone else is suffering says a lot about your character.
So I got the rest of this video in the description. You guys want to check it out. They pretty much was ending it at this point and giving their final thoughts. My final thought on this situation is this, right? The Tanakh says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. It says, husbands, love your wife like the Almighty, or like the Mashiach loved the congregation and gave his life for the congregation. It also says, wives, obey your husbands as unto the Lord. Why am I bringing this up? Most of these situations, for the most part, is either people unequally yoked, or they not in marriages at all. Boyfriend, girlfriend, have a baby. Now y'all trying to raise the baby. And don't get me wrong, if you have a baby as a boyfriend, then yeah, that's your responsibility to raise that child as the man. That's your responsibility. You can't walk away like the guy did in a movie clip, try to walk away. As a man, that's your responsibility. Right? But a lot of times, if we do things the right way, then it'll work out. Right? But we gotta do it the right way. We gotta do things the right way. We can't put the matter in our own hands to do things the way that we want it to be done. Because that's where we mess up at and we fall short. So, at the end of the day, it's the end of the day. And we take matters in to try to do things our way, it don't never work out the way we want it to. We got a classic story like that within the scriptures, where Abraham was told to marry his handmaiden Hagar so they can have a child, so that the Almighty's promise can be fulfilled through that. But that wasn't the Almighty's plan. He said through your wife Sarah. He didn't say through anybody else. He said through your wife Sarah. Now the child is here. You gotta do what you gotta do to help take care of the child. You gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, this is a rough one. This is a rough one. This is something that's plaguing our community a lot. And, you know, we just gotta get better at this. Sisters gotta stop being vindictive and evil and conniving. Brothers gotta stop easily walking away and leaving situations. And when a man step up to be a man, let him be the man that he's supposed to be. Don't say, well, now you want to be the man, but you wasn't a man then. Okay, well, he the man now. And he's the man that his child needs him to be. So let him be in his child life. Let him do what he's supposed to do. Stop standing there trying to stop this man from being in his child life. Because you mad. Because you miserable. Because you going through things. That's the whole situation like that. You know, and I gotta speak it like that to you. Because we Israel. We Israel, right? And that's what God's will is trying to tell us with this song right here. And that's why I've been vibing off of this song for almost 2 weeks now. Because we Israel. I'm about that life because I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. All right, we got to build up our community, people. We got work to do. That's what Thursday's about. We hear the political stuff on Monday, hear the criminal stuff on Tuesday. We go through the questions and answers about different things. And on Thursday, we build the family up on Thursdays. That's what Thursday's about. And of course, the thing that holds it all together is on Friday, we deal with the Torah. So please, I hope to see you guys live tomorrow, dealing with the Torah portion. We'll go through this Torah portion for the Shabbat of Pesach. The Shabbat of Pesach. That's what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. So I can't wait to see you guys. And again, thank you for being here with me tonight. And I wish you all Layla Tov and Shalom.
Shema Yisrael Adonai